HBO's And Just Like That is a sure hit, especially for those who are big fans of its predecessor. And for today's video, we'll be looking at Sarah Jessica Parker's behind-the-scenes pictures in And Just Like That, which puts a new twist to several iconic in the City moments. Plus, the series' second season will be more like in the City. How so? Keep on watching to find out. For Season 2 of And Just Like That, Sarah Jessica Parker plans to resurrect a classic style. Carrie Bradshaw is once again seen in her wedding gown, which she memorably wore in the 2008 movie, as shooting for the upcoming episodes begins. Naturally, the date didn't go as planned after the prospective groom, Mr. Big, let her down. But she's back in it for more intriguing scenes, complete with the bird perched on her head. The look has also recently received a couple of fresh teal elements. What is the situation this time around, we wonder? The tease follows Parker's previous Instagram post in which she shared a screenshot of the Season 2 script front page and the caption, "At Just Like That Max. Just this much. For now, X, SJ." What can viewers anticipate from the upcoming season? John Corbett's Aiden Shaw, who was infamously Carrie's love interest in the first season, will return. In response to recent speculations of his comeback, Parker told Entertainment Tonight that she could no longer remain cryptic about it. Carrie even gave up smoking for him when their relationship started well. However, she soon admitted to having an extramarital affair with Mr. Big, and their second relationship failed due to many factors. SJP has now confirmed such reports. On her social media accounts, the actress has been teasing this second spin-off season, which was confirmed back in March. Aiden will be a recurrent character who takes part in a multi-episode arc, according to the rumors, but little else is known. In Sex and the City 2, it was revealed that the character had welcomed his second and third child. Since Sex and the City 2, many things have changed. Aiden is the only person who has the ability to properly reintegrate Carrie into the dating scene. But even if Aiden and Carrie reconcile in And Just Like That Season 2, it might not last for long because their relationship has always had its share of issues. The ex-couples may have to deal with fresh issues that will keep getting in the way of the reconciliation, but that doesn't mean Carrie shouldn't try. The two might always find another person to date, but there is no denying the bond between Carrie and Aiden. And while And Just Like That has been popular enough to receive a second season, it hasn't been without its detractors. These include those who have accused the show of fat phobia, character treachery, and overused non-binary representation. Hopefully, the writers have considered all the criticisms of the inconsistent first season and created a second run that better fits the times. Showrunner Michael Patrick King confirmed the news at the time by saying, "I am delighted and excited to tell more stories about these vibrant, bold characters, played by these powerful, amazing actors. The fact is, we're all thrilled, and just like that, our life is back." So we have an idea of who to look forward to in And Just Like That. Another thing we could expect from the series is that Season 2 will be more like in the City. How? Tune in to find out more. According to an HBO Max executive, Season 2 of And Just Like That will resemble the original Sex and the City more. And Just Like That, a continuation of the enduring and the City characters, made its debut in December 2021. In their separate roles as Carrie, Miranda, and Charlotte, Sarah Jessica Parker, Cynthia Nixon, and Kristin Davis were brought back together for the production. The relaunch, however, had a rocky start due to the obvious omission of Kim Catrall as Samantha and a few other viewer issues. HBO Max's head of originals, Sarah Aubrey, gave a sneak peek of And Just Like That Season 2 in an interview with Variety, in which she discussed a variety of programming. The future episodes, according to Aubrey, will be very joyful and reminiscent of beloved vintage in the City episodes. She mentioned that Carrie in particular will be preparing for her upcoming excursion. What you're seeing this season is all of these characters embracing life, Aubrey explained. It's a very joyful season, and I think in some ways it feels like iconic in the City episodes. Most of all, for Carrie in particular, in the way her character has always been up for the next adventure or the next love, the next friendship in the City. And you really feel that this season. We're so excited. I went to the table, I've seen the clothes, so I'm voracious, just like everyone. But why was And Just Like That so divisive? The absence of Catrall is the primary factor behind the reboot's decidedly unfavorable response, even while the absence of one of the main four characters is noticeable. And Just Like That suffered suffers as a result, fueling rumors of conflict between Catrall and the producers, which also include Sarah Jessica Parker. Samantha's disappearance is addressed in the reboot. However, some viewers didn't like the way it was handled, which involved text messages that were frequently one-sided. A rift between Samantha and the remaining trio is implied by the show. With the understanding that Catrall wouldn't show up on screen to bring closure, the ongoing plot nevertheless felt disappointing. Other mistakes were noticeable by audiences as being forced. Carrie's voiceovers were cut in and just like that, which caused controversy. Fans felt that the remake lost the feel of its characters in several decisions, with Miranda regressing and Charlotte taking on some of her worst characteristics. The new series attempted to have a more diverse cast by adding new characters, but these additions weren't well served. The HBO Max update struggled to justify its existence beyond an attempt to appeal to nostalgia, even in the absence of the current Samantha debate. The words made by Aubrey appear to acknowledge the unfavorable And Just Like That Season 1 critiques. The series is moving in several significant directions for its second season. John Corbett will reprise his role as Aiden Shaw for several episodes, while Carrie's outfit choices will harken back to the first in the City. The series might recover from its rocky beginning when combined with a deeper sense of purpose. Going back to Aidan Gallagher, how will he fit into And Just Like That Season 2's storyline? Although it's unknown how Aidan will play a role in the Season 2 plot, his presence could help the show improve from its poor and unimpressive debut season. One of the pleasures of in the City was Aiden and Carrie's friendship. Despite a few bumps in the road, Aiden was one of the most sincere persons Carrie knew. Aiden was sensible and grounded. He was very much a laid-back, go-with-the-flow type of man, and it's feasible that these characteristics will improve the horribly outdated And Just Like That. If And Just Like That treats Corbett's character with respect and his comeback with maturity, his presence might just be what Carrie and the show needs to bring it back to earth. Additionally, Aiden and Steve were friends, so his presence could offer the grieving man some solace and the necessary adult perspective after the dissolution of his marriage to Miranda. So is there any possibility that Carrie and Aiden will get back together in Season 2? In the second season of And Just Like That, Carrie's love life was essentially non-existent. The columnist and author were still coming to terms with Big's passing during the first several episodes. Over time, Carrie went out on a date with Peter, a teacher and fellow widower, but she wasn't feeling it. At the very end of Season 2, she then gave her producer Franklin a kiss in the elevator, but it's unclear whether their romance will continue. But Carrie's life might change as a result of Aiden's homecoming. The chemistry between them has always been intense, and throughout in the City, Aiden was Carrie's best committed relationship. They might restart their romance if he returns. They will undoubtedly have a lot to discuss, especially given the peculiar location of their belongings. Since in the City, too, many things have changed. Aiden is the only person who has the ability to properly reintegrate Carrie into the dating scene. But even if Aiden and Carrie reconcile in And Just Like That Season 2, it might not last for long because their relationship has always had its share of issues. The ex-couples may have to deal with fresh issues that will keep getting in the way of their reconciliation. But that doesn't mean Carrie shouldn't try. The two might always find another person to date, but there is no denying the bond between Carrie and Aiden. They've always been attracted to one another, and Just Like That might be the thing that brings them back together for good. And that's a wrap on today's video about And Just Like That. Are you excited about the show's second season? Who else from the Sex and the City characters should make a debut in this series? Let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching today's episode, and before you go, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel with the notification bell on for more videos like these. See you next time!